So I've been working on this door guard. This door guard came in, broken plastic, pretty common. This particular one had, it's obviously broken. It had box tape wrapped around it. Not a very great solution. Didn't want to have it leave the shop that way. So a better solution, take these things, clean them, wash them up best you can, get some Novus One, whatever you want to clean them with. This one has a pretty good, still lined up pretty well. Flip it over, line it up. And what we're going to do, instead of just gluing it together with super glue or trying to tape it, we are going to put essentially what I would call a scab if it was carpentry. It's probably hard to see this, but it's a little tiny sheet of Lexan, and I just cut this out so that it will fit. And this is going to make an extremely strong bond using weld-on. So weld-on is made to glue. It's actually cement, so it literally bonds the two pieces of plastic together. So just stuff is moderately toxic, so I don't want to avoid getting it all over you. It's very thin, so it will wick underneath here. You see it wetting up underneath. You can get quite enough. Do a little bit more. And just a little bit more for good measure. It takes up to at least 24 hours to fully harden up. It should be handleable within about an hour, and it potentially takes up to 3 days to fully cure. So you probably don't want to be beating with a pinball. But once it's cured, the glue probably won't be the failure point at that point. It's strong stuff, so should be very nice, and it'll be a much better solution when we look from the top. Try to push these back together just a little bit further. There we go. Just set this can on there and kind of press down. And we'll see how that looks in about 15-20 minutes. And it's not fully cured, but by any means. But it's essentially dry. There's nothing wet to touch on here, and you can see what it's going to be. There's a little bit of a ridge right along the center. That's where some of the cement kind of came at the top and the melted surface. There's a little bit of gunk around the edges. That's actually where the box tape was at. I'll probably go back and try to clean that up a little bit more. But it's a reasonably good solution. It's not like a brand new one. If you're thinking, why don't you just buy a new one? Well, if it's my game, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. This person didn't want to buy new plastics, and maybe you want to buy plastic. If you want to buy plastics, you should buy plastics. Get a set of plastic delivered and everything. It's close to $200. Not everybody wants to do that all the time, especially if there's like one plastic with one break. You do something like this, it doesn't cost much at all. So it's a pretty reasonable solution. Y'all probably can't read this, but working time 1 to 2 minutes, fixture time 3 minutes, 80% strength is 72 hours. So 100% strength, I don't know, maybe a week. So this stuff does take a long time to fully set up. They sell a weld-on 3, which is faster, but it's more likely to cloud it. It's more aggressive in terms of melting the plastic real quickly, and so you're more likely to get clouding. Well, something like this, it really wouldn't matter too much. Well, it might melt the paint, I guess. But anyway, the weld-on 4 is safer. It takes a little bit longer.